Game 3 was a very exciting game with 9 lead changes and 15 ties. A very competitive, very hard-fought game. It was a lot of fun to watch. Of course, the Pacers won with a big team effort, but it was really these two players that were the stars of the show. Bennedict Mathurin had 27 points off the bench. He was 9 for 12, 2 for 3 for three-pointers, and 7 for 8 at the free throw line. And of course, the team leader, Hallie, had 22 points and 11 assists. A great, aggressive game by Halliburton, and the Pacers took control of this game late in the fourth quarter. Oh, and by the way, we had a clean sweep in our best bets for Game 3. We went 3-0. That includes the spread, the total, and my wife's player prop. For the finals, the model is 2-1 for the spreads, 2-1 for the totals. I couldn't be happier for this success. What's up, everybody? This is Kerry. In this video, I'm going to give you my finals predictions for Game 4 on Friday, June 13th. Before I give you these predictions, let's check the scoring for the quarters and the halves. Now, I know there's a lot of numbers on the screen, but let's check out the first half. In Game 1, the Thunder led 57-45 for a 12-point lead in the first half, 59-41 for an 18-point lead in Game 2. And in Game 3, the Pacers led 64-60. And this was spurred by an amazing 40-point second quarter by their second unit, by their bench. TJ McConnell, Obi Toppin, and Bennedict Mathurin really took over and set the pace for the second quarter and got the Pacers this lead. But no matter what game we look at, let's slide over here to the second half. In the first game, the Pacers won that second half 66-53. In the second game, they won the second half 66-64 despite losing the game. And in Game 3, they won the second half 52-47. So in all three of these games, the Pacers have won the second half. And a lot of reason for that is because they've been dominant in the fourth quarter. Check out the fourth quarter here. Pacers won that one 35-25 in Game 1. They won it 33-30 in Game 2 and 32-18, a dominant fourth quarter in Game 3. So what's happening to the Thunder in the fourth quarter? I really think they're wearing down. I think they're getting gassed in the fourth quarter. Now, this is SGA laying down in the second quarter of Game 2. I couldn't find a picture of him laying down in the fourth quarter of Game 3. But one thing I've noticed is both SGA and Chet Holmgren, when they hit the floor after being fouled, they laid on the floor with their hands above their head and laid there for quite a long time. I'm not exactly sure what their motives are. Neither one of them were hurt. But it looks to me like they're laying down a little bit longer or maybe catching their breath because they're getting tired. That's just a theory that I'm working on based on the eye test. But I really do think the Pacers' pace and their ball movement is wearing down the Thunder in the fourth quarter. Now, at the beginning of the series, I really thought the Thunder might win in 5 games or even less because the Thunder have been so dominant this entire season. But after Game 3, I think I've flipped my opinion. Personally, I now think the Pacers are in control of this series and can actually win this in 6 games. We'll see. Let's get to the model predictions. At the top here, we have all the games played since the beginning of the season. And if we use these stats, the model thinks the Thunder are going to win 113-110 in Game 4 for a 223 total, negative 2.5 point spread, and a 60% chance to win this game. As we did before Game 3, if we look at the games just played since January 1st, 2025, and using just this data, the model thinks the Pacers will win 115-114 for a 229 total, negative 1 point spread, and a 54% chance to win this game. And finally, if we just look at the playoff stats, the Thunder once again have a really bad offensive rating on the road during these playoffs. This was shocking to me a couple of days ago, but after looking at those games, looking at what happened there, the Thunder are just not doing too well on the road during the playoffs. Using just this data, which includes 3 games between these two teams, the model would pick the Pacers to win 118-105 for 223 total, negative 12.9 point spread, and 91% chance to win this game. That means the predictions over here on the right are really varied, but as you see here, the Pacers are no more than a 2.5 point underdog, and the total goes from 223 to 229. On FanDuel this afternoon, the Pacers are 6-point underdogs at home, plus 188 on the money line, and 225.5 total. So according to the model, when we consider all the games played this season, the model would pick the Pacers plus 6 and go under the 225.5 total. And we've seen the line for the total going down in this series, but because my model thinks the total is going to be 223 and it's really close to 225, I'm not going to take that bet. However, I am going to take the Pacers plus 6 as my best bet. And just like I had in my Game 3 video, I have another bonus bet. My wife's just for fun pick is for Aaron Nesmith to go over 16.5 points plus rebounds. He thinks because he had a bad Game 3, he's going to bounce back game in Game 4. And he's going to do whatever it takes to keep the Pacers in control of the series. As always, I've checked the stats here. In the 20 playoff games, he's going over this in 12. So he's 12-8 for the over. But surprisingly, at home, he's only 3-6. So I'm not exactly sure how I feel about this particular pick, but I'll go ahead and put a sprinkle on it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Can't wait for Game 4. Good luck on your best bets. Let's go.